quite sure why I'm up or feel called to do a reading. Haven't done any readings in a while. Here we are. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, those that love us the most. What do we need to know for our highest good? Please and thank you. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides. What do we need to know for our highest good? What moves do we need to make it next? What path should we be following or blazing? Resistance, gang, Sarah. There's a need to let go of a lot to truly grow and not rot. If you look in her hand, as you let go, more always comes to us. But there's some resistance to that. Coming from somewhere, coming from a place of trauma, of lack. And number 22 could be significant. As above, so below energy. Big on letting go and growing, being free, and allowing others to be free. It almost looks like a pretty giant afro, the tree in the background. But we're letting go. Hold on. What is in her hands? There's like magic in her hands. The clouds, the rain, the moon. There's fruit, there's abundance. So like we're always going to be abundant. You don't have to hold on so tightly as you let go, as you give, as you share, as you breathe. Excuse me. As you release. As we release, we open ourselves up to abundance and can better manage the overflow of abundance. Nana Baluku, seasons. Seasons always change. Life always changes. It almost looks like the full moon in the sky right now, right? This is not my actual deck that I usually use. My actual deck is in storage, and I got this deck for now. 22, 1, purple. All significant. Shame. So we're holding on to some shame, some guilt, some sadness, some resentment. Number 19 could be significant. Maybe being told maybe internal shame from external sources, or just from internal sources too. A shame of making mistakes. Like we're not just human and it's not just a season. Or there wasn't a reason, or there's a need to sit, be grounded, stand in your power, stand in your truth, be near water, be in nature. create some art. Plant a tree. Water your plants. Resistance, seasons, shame, resistance, pleasure, Tanit, long Bubby Susie, Tanit, oh yeah, storms. Tanit, maybe get into some dancing, some belly dancing, lots of purple here. Lots of as above, so below energy. A need for pleasure, a need to relax, a need to dance, to move, to loosen up. And pleasure comes in lots of ways. Do what makes you feel good. Have a self-care every day. You know, instead of just self-care Sunday or self-care Saturday, like self-care every day. And though there are storms, we are also our own storm and have the power to alter reality in whatever way we choose to. After we're letting go of shame and understanding everything happens for a reason and a season and a lifetime. And balancing our pleasure principle. So we're not taking everything too seriously and making sure we laugh sometimes or all the time as often as possible. I realize storms come and go. And sometimes we are that storm. Sometimes we created that storm. And if we are ever the problem, we could also be the solution. I love grief. So again, holding on to internalized in your gut grief. And I'm sorry, I understand grief. I'm sorry for whatever you're going through, whoever's going through these storms. And I know a lot of people are going through storms and struggle with shame and struggle with grief. Soul forgiveness. Mbokumu. And if I'm saying anyone's name improperly, I'm doing my best to learn. Daddy issues. I remember the story about a woman who was sent to Earth by her father because her children were loud, and she built a heaven on earth then. Where they all flourished. You know what I'm saying? The numbers 22, 1, 19, 11, 13, 29, 28 could be significant. Or the number 21. Didn't I say that? 22, 1, 19, 11, 13, 29, 28, and 21. The Sukkuyant. Scarcity. Feeling like there's lack. Feeling like there's not enough. That's what has to be let go of, this fear. This fear of going through a storm. This fear of not being enough. Not having enough. Not like, of being abandoned. Of having to do it again or do it on your own or create your own paradise on earth. And pushing through that, and dancing through that, and loving through that, and laughing through that, and living through that, and breathing through that. With the understanding of how powerful and how beautiful and how wonderful we are. Oshun on the bottom of the deck. Fearless love. That's the answer. That's the end. Mirror magic, self-reflection. working on self-love. I'm sorry, this is like so glossy. Everything's not going to be perfect. But that's okay. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. Tell yourself, I love you. And, like, mean that. Cherish yourself. Realize, like, how abundant we really and truly are. With gratitude and appreciation. While sharing and giving back and letting go and just shining our light. Letting go of the fear of the unknown. Letting go of so much grief, so much sadness, so much shame. And embracing healthy pleasures that are uplifting and beneficial to the spirit, to the soul, to our healing. Thank you for stopping by.